We often say it, Neil, we love a bargain.
Oh, we do.
Sometimes on our show, we like to say we're 5-star guys, but we want to play 3-star prices.
Which works in all ways, right? I mean, you get the experience, the best experience that you always want to have, but at the same time, you're happy stepping out knowing that you didn't really pay those prices through your nose.
Or it means you can do it more often. See, that's the other advantage.
I like the way you think.
Well, one of the best or secret ways that you can enjoy discounts on 5-star dining or spa relaxation treatments and leisure activities is with the Supper Club. The Supper Club is a platform whereby members get access to exclusive discounts and upgrades, but not just anywhere. Some of the most luxurious hotels, beach clubs, restaurants right across the UAE. And the best part is you don't have to ask for that discount or show the code at the end, which, as we've been saying, Neil, can sort of take the edge off and seem sort of a bit tacky if you're taking clients out or it's like a first date you're trying to impress someone.
Which is so true. I mean, it just drops your impression ball right from 100 to 27.
Well, joining us here in the studio is Mustafa, the co-founder of the Supper Club. Congratulations on launching the business.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
For people who don't really know the Supper Club, how would you explain what it is?
The way I would describe Supper Club is that it is a luxury, culinary, and lifestyle membership where you get secretly applied discrete discounts at 5-star restaurants, in short.
So you said secretly applied discounts. So you go there and just wave at the one who's serving and like, listen, I'm the one. or how does it work? What is the code and what is the structure behind it?
It's even more discreet than that. So the way that it works is when you are looking at the offers that are on Supper Club, all you need to do is to make a booking. It takes a couple seconds online. So let's say, for example, you want to go to Tongue Thai if you like Thai food. It's 30% off the total bill. So you make a booking. It's 4 of you. When you get to Tongue Thai, they would already have your booking. So they would greet you. They would say, okay, Neil, you're here with a party of 4. Fantastic. They would seat you. When you get your bill, that 30% off is automatically on the bill.
Oh, nice.
Nobody said anything to you. You didn't have to ask for the discount. There was no awkward discussion. So imagine you're with business colleagues or you have guests from out of town or you're on a date.
Right.
That's the best one. Because we often talk about that in the dating circles of, would you ever use it like a coupon or a scoop, whatever it is, on a first date? And the other side is, what if you're a woman and the guy goes to pay and he brings out the coupon? Are you going to look at the guy?
No. Over. No second date.
Yeah, you're out.
No, you're right. I mean, see, this is where the psyche comes in, right? And then probably that was that the reason behind the Supper Club coming in and saying that, listen, let's cut out the embarrassment of pulling out the coupons or just asking them, hey, discount code.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely one of the reasons why we started Supper Club the way that we started it.
Right. And so, this place, UAE has a lot to offer for everyone.
Yes.
Right. One differentiating factor is something that you mentioned already, that it is discreet. You don't have to indicate, tell, announce, or whatever. What are the other features of the Supper Club?
So the other things that make us different are the quality of the restaurants and the hotels that you'll find on Supper Club. So you'll find a lot of places that are not on any of the other platforms.
Okay.
So that's number one. The other thing is that we have removed all of the limitations that you will find.
Okay.
So, I mean, we do have restaurants and brunches, for example, that you can still find on other platforms. Let's say buy one, get one free. But they have limitations, like you can only bring maximum of,
2 guests or 3 guests or whatever.
Whatever it is. With Supper Club, we don't have those limitations.
Wow.
So we've made it very flexible. And it's to the point where our members actually ask us, like, are you sure? Like, we get bookings for 100 people for afternoon tea at Palazzo Versace. And they're like, are you sure? And yeah, we're sure.
I'm sure. I mean, that there would be a little drought because did I miss out on the fine print somewhere?
Exactly.
Yeah, there are so many of these, apps and discount codes, and sometimes chains want to have their own frequent, loyalty programs.
Everybody.
What is it? What do the hotels get out of it by joining and signing up with you with the Supper Club?
That's a great question. So the hotels, they love Supper Club for a couple different reasons. And you're absolutely right. This market is extremely saturated, and that's why we try to be very different than everything else. So number one, the hotels love the premium positioning that they get. The marketing departments especially like this. So they love the fact that there isn't thousands and thousands and thousands of competitors on there. It's a very short list of niche premium restaurants and hotels. That's number one. The other thing that they like is that the quality of the guests that they get from Supper Club. So again, because of the discreet aspect, we attract a certain demographic of members that they have a higher spending power, but they still like to get a discount.
Oh, everyone does.
Everyone loves a bargain.
Right. But they don't want to ask for it.
Does it also perhaps help on the operational point of view that you're not wasting all the time of the wait staff going back and forth?
Exactly.
Because sometimes you want to get the bill and they've got to take it and then you're going to go back and then get a code and then go back and then the manager's got to come out and scan your barcode.
Exactly. Yes, that's a big one. And the fact that we are so different than all of the other platforms out there, it actually takes a little bit more training in the beginning with the hotels because they think like, oh, we have to do something else, right? When the guest is sitting at dinner. We're like, no, you don't. You're done. Just put the discount on the bill.
So has that been one of the biggest challenges or one of the biggest obstacles upon launching it?
Yes. That shift in mindset for the operational staff that you don't have to do any extra work.
Now, but then does it still come on, when the bill comes, will it still show the discount on there?
Yeah, it would say Supper Club, buy one, get one, or 30% off or whatever.
Oh.
Now, when you're trying to, acquire people as members on Supper Club, how has the acquisition graph been? Because it is a different concept. It is not your usual. You don't get your usual places as well. And
right.
Mind you, also the target audience that you're talking about, they're not sitting on Instagram flipping through reels to do some targeted ads on Instagram.
Yes. So in terms of acquiring members, everything we do has been very organic. So we're actually completely self-funded.
Okay.
So we made a strategic decision to do everything very organically in terms of our marketing and our outreach. So we form collaborations with different companies and we target specific demographics, specific buying habits of people to target members.
You mentioned it's being completely self-funded, which is a credit in itself. But when you're looking at future growth, are you looking at any sort of other capital investments from outsiders that might have to come in? Another round of future growth funding?
We're not opposed to it, let me say it that way, but we're not actively looking for it because we're in such a growth phase at this point that all of our energy and bandwidth is focused on everything that comes with growing a business and the growing pains of it.
So when it comes down to membership, is it a yearly rate you're looking for people to sign up?
That we have yearly, we have 6 months. We have a few different options.
And you're also available across, not just in the UAE, a lot of countries in the GCC.
Yes.
Certain countries, have they been easier to work with, or has the F&B industry been more willing to accept a program like this in other countries?
So we're just launching in Bahrain and Saudi, and I would say Bahrain is probably the most willing, has been the most receptive. Saudi has been interesting. It's just taken longer. And we're also launching in Qatar and Kuwait.
This must be fun. Do you get to travel to these countries and then try every brunch and every lunch and every spa and every beach club and all those things?
You know what? That part is really fun.
Yeah.
So Mihrin, my co-founder, and I, we actually just took a trip to Riyadh, Saudi, not that long ago. And we were so stuffed because we were just going from like one restaurant to another.
And then it's like, we've got to eat nonstop and we've got to try 4 beach clubs.
Yeah. It's a rough job.
What are some of your favourite bargains that are on there? What do you like the most? Well, sure, I won't say bargain. It's sort of, what are the best offers?
There you go. Yeah, we don't use the word bargain.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorites are brunch. I like brunch at Sofitel JBR, AOC. Amazing. We have buy one, get one there for unlimited people. Afternoon tea is one of my favorites. There are Fairmont the Palm, Palazzo Versace, even Abu Dhabi Rosewood, Shangri-La is really popular.
Oh, the Rosewood's a good hotel.
Yeah.
Now, from a business perspective, I'm sure that, in a market like this, every single day there's a new startup coming up. Every single person wants to try and put their hands into doing something which is already available in the market. Now, you have put out a product which is fabulous. The concept works great. People start loving it. And now that people are aware of something like this, a new startup comes in who replicates your process. And because the market is now aware of something that you've already delivered, put in all the hard work, becomes simpler for them to acquire similar members by probably giving more offers or probably reducing membership prices. How do you try and fend off those people?
So, good question, Neil. Now, theoretically, it seems easy for another company to just come in and replicate what we've done. But in actuality, it takes a really long time to get hotels and restaurants to sign contracts, even with extremely favorable commercial terms. Just the processes that some of them have in place. So it's funny, Mehreen and I have this conversation. At least we used to have it when we were a bit smaller. And, it's really not a concern because of just sheer time that it takes to build. It's not like, I had the idea yesterday and I launched today. No, it's going to take you a year to get 20 hotels on board. So,
and is that because they've got head offices overseas and they've got to sign and approvals of logos and paperwork?
Yeah, that's one. And then the other one is that a lot of hotels and restaurants right now, because the market is so saturated with all these different platforms, they have to look very closely at, okay, which ones are we on? Okay, which ones are producing? Which ones should we come off of?
What about the challenge of overcoming that it is actually good value? Because sometimes people might look at these things and go, oh, it seems too good to be true.
Yeah.
Is that a challenge in the mindset of some consumers where they think, they just want my information, or it's, how do you overcome that hurdle for some people?
Too good to be true in terms of
the bargains. When you look up, it might be hard work, or there's too many clauses and it's not going to be available. And for some people, it just seems it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's true. We do get that. I mean, I remember when we got that one, once we had the Bubblicious brunch at the Westin that was live, and one of the members was like, wait, I can book for unlimited people? Like, are you sure? He asked us like 5 times, like, are you sure? Like, everybody's going to get the discount? Yes. So, no, it's a valid question. And the answer is, it's a matter of, increasing the trust by showing them that we provide good service consistently, having them try us. That's the big thing. Before they've tried us, there is that doubt, like with any other company, though.
And there's also the discretion as well. Such a great point.
Right.
Now, once this step has been taken and you've got your, footings right and everything, would there be a lateral movement into maybe a smaller price category wherein the supper club comes in with, say, a version wherein you're not targeting the A-listers, but also the smaller segment or the smaller ticket size payers?
So that's an interesting one, which we have toyed with the idea of several times. And for the moment, that's not in our plans. Although I will say, on Supper Club, we do have a filter that's based on price category.
Sure.
So if you're looking for something that's, in the budget of, 100 to 200 dirhams per person, you can filter based on that. So
Fair.
You're still getting a premium venue,
Right.
but maybe the offer, the actual experience is a little bit different. It's not a 12-course menu.
Makes sense.
It's,
Well, if people want more details, the website is supperclubme.com. That's supperclubme.com. And that's the best place to go to if people want to log in. And you do have, Muna, an opportunity for TSB supporters. Promo codes?
Yes. So for anybody that would like to try Supper Club, we would love you to get started. We're going to give you the Diamond membership, which is a 12-month access for all of your friends and family. You can book for unlimited people. It's normally priced at 275 dirhams, but for all the followers of 100.3, you will get it for 100 dirhams, and you just need to use the code 100D, 100D.
100D. Fantastic. So a Diamond 12-month access, usually 275 dirhams. It's now 100 dirhams.
Yes.
So, use it once and it's paid for itself.
It's paid for it.
Yeah. So the website, again, if you want to log in, it's supperclubme.com. The owner and the founder, Muna Mustafa, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And good luck with the club as well. That's supperclubme.